All right. Glory Daze. Finally meeting Thomas from Mile Zero Racers.
What's up, fam?
And his newly unveiled CB750s.
Yep.
Slightly different.
We got a couple
Both
variations
beautiful.
here.
So tell me.
I'm sure a lot of you are aware. I'm responsible for building the original blue, the infamous blue, on the CB750 Club Sport. We debuted it here in 2022 at Glory Daze, and it's cool to come full circle and debut two fully brand new, bespoke to Mile Zero Racers Club Sport CB750s. A little bit about this one and what we call it, and a little bit about this one and what we call it. This is the F, okay? So we're calling it the Club Sport V2.1, which is representative of the F chassis, the infamous Club Sport CB750, low handlebars, good lines, straight front to back. And
cafe race.
True cafe.
Yeah.
And then this take over here in the blue one is the K. So we wanted to have a variation of the SOHC. We got
2.2.
Correct. So this is the Club Sport V2.2. And this is obviously, you have upright bars. So this is going to give you the more practical, feeling ride and experience. And then you feature the kinked rear hoop, and then all the black billet parts that we've recently developed.
And so how long did it take you to build both of these bikes?
Well, that could be a long answer or a short answer.
Well,
so
however you want to tell it.
14 months of development.
Okay.
I crashed the blue bike back in November of last year.
Yeah.
That was the point in time where we were in the process of getting our first sample parts with the parts that we developed.
Yep.
And we used that bike as the guinea pig to test, sample, make sure it's all safe. And I have to give a massive shout out to Ryan from Choy City Moto, because he's responsible for the mastermind of the engineering behind these parts.
Okay.
And he's part of the team at Mile Zero Racers. And these took about 35 to 40 days to assemble to get ready for the show today. But over the course of the last year and a half,
I mean, they are pristine. Yeah. A lot of planning goes into it before you even start putting everything together.
Yeah. So
tell me more then about all the Mile Zero parts that you have developed and what people will be able to buy soon.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what we're going after. We're still working out the kinks of the actual execution of making the parts available.
Sure.
It's a little, there's a lot of nuances with it.
Sure.
It's not as easy as just making them available and, releasing them. But we have the first ever forged billet aluminum rims for a CB750, which we are super stoked on. Ryan and I spent a lot of time developing these, making sure they're correct, and going through the design, making sure that it's classy enough to not take away from the history and beauty of the original machines. But they're modern enough to really get that sexy appeal when all said and done. And then, of course, to make the front, to make the wheels possible, we developed a front triple tree to accommodate the offset rake and trail.
Which is based off of the GSXR?
These front forks are from a 2012 ZX6R. So, it's all relative. There are some axle differences.
Sure.
And things like that. But for the most part, you get like a mil difference up here and here to get technical. But
I think you said you have changed the rake just a little bit too.
So we ran 18-inch wheels. That's the style we like.
Yep.
Obviously, GSXR and all modern sport bikes run 17-inch front wheel.
Yep.
With like a 30 offset.
This fills it up better though.
Yeah. So we had to accommodate for the stock frame and length trail. Made sure it's all safe and the adjustments were properly made to make sure that we're in the right spec in.
So this entire front end is Mile Zero.
Yep, we got a front headlight scoop.
Okay.
This is also a Choy City Moto headlight from Ryan. We've partnered up to take the development of his headlight to match with our designed front headlight cowl. It's the perfect way to encapsulate the wires in the front.
Yeah.
It's just sleek enough to give you that like true front to rear, for the lack of better terms, when you write a sentence, there's a period.
Yeah.
So it starts here and it ends there.
Yeah. Just with this little ridge right here.
Yeah, we kept it consistent. So you see the F tank lines, and then they fade through. We have that in the rear as well.
Nice. Okay, so the front end, then I see rear sets.
Yep.
Chain guard.
Yep. First to ever make an aftermarket chain guard that I'm aware of.
That's a nice chain guard.
It's a really sleek chain guard.
Yeah.
It serves its purpose, but again, simple.
Yeah.
Simple. I never liked the fact that I would ride the blue bike with just my chain flinging, and it's just it's not a piece to add style. Yeah. It's merely a safety measure.
It is very stylish, though.
Well, that's
so
CMZR win.
Yeah.
And then when we move over here, of course, the unique thing, now that we're talking about rear sets and the rear end of the bike, we also make the cowls and the F and K versions, so flat hoop, king tube. The neat thing about the rear rim, it is all bolt-on to stock CB750 from 1975 and 76 Super Sport rear ends. So you can use your stock F swing arm, caliper support bar, caliper, rotor if you really want, sprocket if you really want. The push drives are all designed to work with stock stuff.
Sweet.
Next we have a development for a billet swing arm, but we'll get there when we get there.
Oil tank too?
Oil tank's Cognito Moto.
Okay, Cognito.
Yeah, Cognito. They're really good over there.
Yep.
We do have a design that we're going to release soon on that. Just didn't have time, man.
Yeah. And then the belly pan as well.
Belly pan, we've been making those for a while. Yeah,
okay,
we made those
for a while. Okay.
Those bespoke. About 2 years ago, we made the mold, and we've been pumping them out in small batches here and there throughout the course of time.
Well, I remember seeing it on blue, and it really changes just the stance of the bike rather than leaving it bare. It
for sure. I can't take credit for that belly pan. That was from AirTech.
Sure.
But
that was the beginning.
Exactly. We reverse engineered it. And really worked out the kinks that I did not like about it in terms of clearance, installation, practicality for street use. Like we have a drain hole in this one. When you wash the bike, it doesn't turn into a pool.
Yeah.
So, little things. That was the big inspiration for what I was going after, was not only the unique style to what I've always envisioned the Club Sport to be, but functionality, usability. It's at the forefront. Of course, we can always improve, and we will. But usability and the way it bolts on, we want it as smooth and sleek and easy as possible.
Which is huge. I mean, there's a lot.
It's hard to do.
That people want to do, and then when it comes down to actually doing it, it's a lot more complicated than you think it is.
Let me. Where do we have? Hey, Ryan, come here. I got it, guys. We got to just get this man on stage here. Come here. This is Ryan, Choice City Moto. David, this is Ryan.
Good to meet you.
Ryan Sherrill.
Awesome bike.
And this is the gentleman responsible for bringing my vision to life. And he also really worked out the kinks in my vision, and the ultimate teamwork came together. And I think these bikes are an absolute spectacular outcome, better than we initially anticipated and we initially designed in CAD. Bringing them to life is surreal.
Yeah, it's definitely some of the nicest CB750s around, for sure.
Cool, man.
It's gone from head to toe. If you want to talk, let me give you the mic.
Yeah,
you're not a talker.
I'm not a talker.
Just let it rip.
No, it's been great to work with Thomas, and like you said, I think it's one thing to see him in the computer and see the parts in CAD, but it's another one to see him in real life. It's been really good.
And if you guys want to bring any of your ideas to life, Choice City Moto, Ryan Sherrill.
Yeah.
I'll do it for you.
Stuff
Yeah.
Sure.
Cool.
All right.
Awesome. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, it's a
pleasure. All right. So then, do you think you're going to continue sticking with CBs?
I got to tell you, we got to spend a little time on this.
Okay.
We got to, David, I know the Club Sport is our heart and soul.
Sure.
I think this is going to become the new heart and soul.
Okay.
Can you sit on it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Here, let me hold this. Or you want me to clip it on?
Oh, it's on. Actually. I'll clip it on. Put it back on.
You need to, you understand the Cafe Racer.
I do.
You understand the low bars.
Yeah.
Sit on this. Imagine riding the Club Sport, but comfortably.
It's going to be ergonomics. I was going to say that.
Oh my gosh. Dude. Yeah. Dude, come on. I got to make some adjustments, obviously. I haven't ridden it yet, but
it still has a very aggressive riding position. But
these will pull back a little bit once that's done.
It's comfortable, though.
Yeah,
it's not
right?
down here.
It pushes you forward a little.
Yeah.
But the upright keeps your chest up.
For sure.
You're not always fighting to ride it.
I mean, this would also be fun as a tracker.
Dude, I know, right? So like next phase would be to develop a K with mid pegs.
Sure.
That would be the complete overall look. But we just, guys, there's a cap on things. We had to, we can only do so much. So
we can only do so much. But then I am curious, do you plan to stick to the CB750s? I know you have a CB400 over there that he's giving away for 2 more weeks, depending on when this video comes out. But, you should
$35 to enter. Let me know if you have any questions. We're trying to keep it as simple and straightforward as possible.
Yeah.
We recently hit 100,000 followers on Instagram, so instead of just doing some BS, we figured let's go big or go home.
It's a cool bike. It's a really cool bike.
And give people an opportunity to enjoy what we enjoy. But
just check that out.
He asked me a big question.
So
I'm taking a second to answer because I'm actually thinking.
Well, it's funny. I don't know if you knew, but so my good friend Andy, who I started Kroig with, he started building bikes, and so the motorcycle that we preferred were CBs. We did our first cross-country trip on CB550s.
The best platform, in my opinion.
And Andy even had his account as CB Builds for a long time. So he had a CB200 when I first met him.
Cool.
And so we definitely love all the CBs. So I am curious, though, are you going to stick with the 750s or what are you going to do?
So that's a loaded question.
That's a loaded question.
The short answer, we might have to just hop on a podcast this weekend.
We might have to.
We might just, maybe you'll get an hour to tune in and hear us chat. But the short answer for you guys is, I want to enjoy this.
Yeah.
I want this to sink in. I want this to execute how I wanted it to execute. We accomplished this phase.
Right.
This is a big phase.
Huge phase.
Next phase is figuring out how to make this stuff available for you guys to replicate and make your own club sport. But to answer your question, man, we're going to stick with CBs.
Cool.
But I am massively interested in the expansion of possibilities with different platforms.
Okay.
I'm not going to go into details of what yet, but I think we're not done with the CVs yet.
Cool.
I think we may end up developing a bolt-on turbo kit.
Cool.
So fully fuel injected swap.
Performance focused.
So performance focused.
Cool.
And these are as well. The Dot 1 has
great bikes.
A lot of engine work done to it. This is fully rebuilt in the Dot 2, but no massive upgrades internally, just full refresh.
Yeah.
Very clean, brand new, 0 miles. That's a 0 mileage bike, but man, that thing's going to wake up.
Yeah.
It's going to be a hoot. It's the perfect balance of not too much power, where it's, you're getting into the crazy 900cc world.
Yep.
It's the perfect overbore with complementary slotted cam sprocket and port, and then carburetors to give you what the factory should have given.
Gotcha. And that's not blue, right?
What is it?
Your original bike?
What do you mean?
Like your first bike that you built, this is a completely different bike. Wait.
Completely different.
Completely different. You mentioned the yellow one, but that bike is not here.
The original,
the iconic original.
Here.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No, that bike,
silly
to
question.
be honest,
guys,
I put on a patina tank, I was a little skeptical to ride it again after the crash. The patina had some scars. It made me feel at home. And I ride that thing.
Yeah.
I ride the crap out of that thing.
Yeah, for sure. Cool.
But yeah, so we're excited. We're very excited. Thank you to Glory Daze, first and foremost.
Yeah.
Glory Daze.
Kurt's awesome.
And Alexa is his wife's name, correct?
Yep.
Man, they are wonderful people, extremely accommodating, and man, just take a look at this placement.
Yeah, this venue's awesome.
Look at this.
Look at that van.
The experience, the growth here is contagious.
Yeah.
And I look forward to being part of it in the future and continue to be part of it and help grow it. So
cool.
I'm
well, thank you for
excited.
sharing.
Yeah.
Glad I was able to catch you finally. Pleasure.
Thanks, Don.
Yeah. Cool.
These things are sick.
That was great.
I'm psyched.
Can you take a picture? Let's just go